What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Alec, and today I'm gonna be going. What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be going through and finding a crazy orchestra sample, chopping it up, and make it something similar to like New Toronto 3, Tory's new tape that just dropped. Super dope. A lot of you guys probably know that like my roots are kind of sampling. One of my first beats to blow up was a sampled beat that I did over the weekend. And yeah, it's kind of like one of my favorite things to do. And I feel like this is a great opportunity to show you guys something kind of from start to finish, my whole process. And I'm gonna talk you guys through it all. So let's jump into the video. Most important thing off rip is just something that's really underrated too, is just learning how to articulate yourself, how to put into words the emotion and type of stuff you're looking for. So for a lot of Tory Lanez type of like crazy, he's just going hard rapping on some like crazy orchestra vibes. You just want to think like what I think of is like, okay, like classical dark, fantasy-ish, choir. So you want to just kind of use those terms to start with and just start looking. So I'm just gonna type in dark or orchestral. If I could type, sorry. Orchestral music. A lot of these, I mean, I've gone through a lot of these over time. I used to sample this guy a lot. Peter Crowley has really good cinematic samples. A lot of these guys, you could just, it's more about putting the time in and just checking out these channels and stuff. Epic Heaven music, come on, like, it looks like I clicked this before. Let's click this. Something dark. Alright, there's more than enough variation. I just tuned into 3 different parts. I heard a choir, I heard whatever it is, violin, and then obviously the piano. So I'm sure we're gonna be able to find something. So I'm gonna go ahead and perfect. I'm gonna rip this off YouTube. And I'm gonna bring it into FL Studio, and then yeah, I'm gonna just go from there. Alrighty, boys, so I got the sample loaded up. I'm gonna drop this thing down because I want something where there's gonna be a lot of room. I want a lot of space in between the 808s. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the 808s. I'm gonna make it sparse, and then at certain parts, I'm just gonna have it go crazy. So I'm gonna drop down the BPM to, it don't really matter, like 121. I know a lot of Tory stuff's between like that crazy Tory classical stuff's between 100 and 130. So you mess around this range. So I'm gonna open up this sample and just try to find stuff to chop here. First things first, I'm gonna turn this off because what this does is it makes you follow the sample. And I'll show you here. It follows the sample like that. I don't want to do that because it's gonna mess up with my my timing. And then I'm gonna turn this on, this infinity symbol. It just makes it loop after you do something like this. It'll just loop it on its own. So I'm gonna go ahead and find some parts to sample here. That's fire. Let's start here, and then I'm just gonna listen in my head, and I'm gonna count. Perfect. Perfect. So right there, I got a loop there. Start with that. Let's go over here. Yep, I'm gonna use that as well. Perfect, got the sample right there. Look at that. This thing is basically perfectly on time, but we're gonna make sure it is 100% on time here. And I'm gonna stretch it here. Have 2 parts, and I'm just gonna start going nuts here, trying different things. First things first, I'm just gonna bring it into the mixer. I know I'm gonna wanna cut out the low end because it's gonna need room in the low end, and all these orchestra sounds, the goal of them is to sound full, so it's gonna have low range, and we're gonna EQ some of that out. And we're gonna turn the sample down. So I don't wanna take all the bass out because I feel like that takes out a lot of character of the actual sample itself. But I'm gonna leave a little bit of low end kind of bleeding in, and then I'm gonna just, it's gonna be in that perfect range where that 808's still gonna hit hard and it's still gonna have its own room. So I'm gonna leave it like right here. I'm gonna add RC20, that's also gonna take out a little low end, but It should work out fine. I don't want any noise. I'm just basically using this for the wobble factor, and the distortion factor makes it a little bit in your face. And I'm just gonna widen it just a smidge. And I'm gonna go ahead and pitch both of these up 100 semitones. I'm gonna stretch this actually to be double time and see how this sounds. That's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna pull this in. Perfect way to see if your track is on time, if your chops are on time and stuff, is create yourself a little just sample drum pattern. Excuse me. I use this a lot myself, just to see if things are on time. So as you see, it's on time, so everything's gonna work out when you actually add drums in. I'm gonna do a little more chopping here, I think, though. I'm gonna make this unique, and I'm just gonna actually stretch this as well. I mean, just experiment, do crazy stuff. Doesn't matter what you do, as long as it sounds fire, so. Kind of, but I don't like that much, but we will use this part here, and I think I'm just gonna do a crazy chop. Not even crazy, just something subtle as it's coming in to be like, oh shit, it's going down. That's gonna be crazy. I think another thing I'm gonna do here is probably add some portal just to make the thing just sound super different. Mess with some settings in here. This is a cool plugin here. You could actually come over here and just mess with. Okay, that's actually fire. It's a little overwhelming, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bring this dry wet. This is basically the mix knob, and then just make it very modest. Ooh, that's crazy. Ooh. And for the intro here, I'm gonna leave this low end in. So I'm gonna create an automation clip so that it cuts out all the low end here. So the intro is gonna have all the low end. Makes it feel really big, and then I'm gonna build it up into the drums here. And yeah, I'm gonna start on these drums, just make it super quick, super simple. We're gonna go with some trap, crazy shit. I'll come over here. Actually, I'm gonna make this double time, or not double time. I'm gonna extend this out. As far as hi-hat goes, especially with this type of stuff, just try to find something that's minimal but has a little bit of its own like character, not just a very simple like tingy hi-hat. Like these could work, but they're a little like tingy, a little bit too small. You kind of want something that's got a little bit of, you know, little girth to it, if you know what I'm saying. Alright. Actually, to save some time, and this is actually great because I don't feel like doing these hi-hats, making some crazy hi-hats. I put the work in ahead of time, and I'm gonna be using my hi-hat MIDI kit that I dropped for free last upload. Link for that is in the description. I'll put it in this one too, so you guys can go download it. a few of these got in place with some songs, so yeah, I mean, I guess it's you know, it's not that button, so we're gonna come over here. I'm just gonna pick a random one around the same BPM. This. Okay, I know what I want to do. Being a little meticulous. I'm gonna be a little meticulous here and turn these up a little bit. I just feel like I can't hear it that much, and especially if there's gonna be vocals over them, it's just gonna sound like a normal hi-hat, and I don't want that. So, ooh, way better. All right, so I'm gonna just copy this over again. Get a dope kick pattern going, something simple, and I'm gonna make that shit crazy at the end. It's a little my little sauce I've been using for a lot of stuff lately, and I don't know, I kind of like it. Ooh, we're just gonna go nuts. Turn cut self off. I'm gonna come over here actually. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. Ooh, it's gonna be crazy. Ah! Ooh. Ooh. Different spot. Yeah. Hold on. I want to make this a triplet over here, this kick. I'm gonna just pick these up a little bit. Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna pull in this spins 808 here because I just want something that's long and dragged out. Pause. And yeah, let me bust this. Let me bust all these. Bust. Ah, that's crazy. Do some crazy shit. Nah, we're gonna do third here. Okay, so for this part, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a third as well, and I'm gonna copy the little kick pattern, but we're just gonna go stupid with it. We're gonna go stupid. Do these three. Fire. I fuck with this. So I'm gonna boost all these. Just have the velocities going crazy, and I'd rather just mix it in the mixer. So this thing's gonna be bumping, clipping hard. Yeah, I don't want to clip it that hard. Kick, I don't care about clipping that much because it'd still be fire no matter what. Especially because I just have a soft clipper on the master, so it gives a little bit of character, but the 808 I don't really want clipping like crazy because I want to leave room for the artist so you can hear the vocals. Ooh, okay, here's another really good point. Something I was gonna bring up here, and I know the comments were gonna come, is like, oh, this is too much with the open hats. I'm turning these way down and putting them in the back. That way it just gives it a more ambient feel. It's more felt than it is heard. So that's probably like the best way I could explain it. And another thing you could do that is fire too, you could do this with the hi-hats. I'm gonna do a low pattern. I'm actually just gonna copy these, clone this, and then do a two-step and then pitch it all down 5 and just have that thing tucked away in the back. Force actually, but when I have that thing tucked away in the back. honestly, from here, if you want to be done, you can. This is more than enough room for an artist. If you want to get a little more intricate, you can start adding some perk sounds and stuff. I'll do it for the purpose of the video, but in all honesty, this is probably where I'd leave it. Maybe one perk sound, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of show you like what you can do if you just want to start going nuts, or you don't really want an artist on your beat. You just want to like make these beats for fun and show them off to your friends, bump them in the whip. I'll just, you know, show you a little bit of vibes with this. So if you want to just fill more sounds in, you can, just whatever sounds good. I'm gonna take these out because I don't want these in. But yeah, let's get to the arrangement. I'm gonna come here, bring all these in. Just copy these over. So this 16 here is just gonna be the hook, and then I'm gonna start in the verse. So I'm gonna come here, just off rip. I kind of just have a feel for like what I like to do. You kind of develop your own style, and you just keep experimenting. You come up with some crazy stuff. I know I don't want these kicks every 8 here, so I'm probably just gonna switch it between that and then the last one I'll have it. So something like this. And then bring this over. There you go, you have a basic layout of a track. So you got your little intro here, you got your 16 for the hook, 16 for the verse, got a little bridge, and then it repeats, and then I end it off with just the hook, and then I have in a little outro. If you want to go crazy here, this is actually something I might do too. You just add some risers and effects because you want this track to feel really big. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add some risers and call it a day. So here. some crazy like orchestra thing, just some crazy orchestra sample. Tory just going crazy on it, just whoa, running my nose up my Bugatti. I just skirt off in my new Bugatti. Ain't nobody gon' fit me, can't stop me. I got 2 white bitches in the back of college, I got it. Ain't nobody in this fucking world can stop me.